Your favorite compas of another jam-packed episode of the Four Compas show. In this episode, we will recap, I don't know what the hell to call last night. The Monday night doubleheader featuring a couple of upsets, I guess is what I would say. Definitely very surprising to see what happened with the Bears, Commanders, Bills, Falcons. Josh Allen not clutch, and Jayden Daniels dropping the ball towards the end of the game instead of putting the game away. Not usually what we're used to watching from those two guys. Not just on them, obviously, but definitely some interesting takeaways. I'm sure. I can't wait to hear Hilberto's. He's going to call the Bills frauds, which I'm actually excited to hear what he has to say.
They've been frauds.
Plus, we have our week 6 takeaways. I will give Hilberto one team that I believe is a fraud, but everybody thinks is a Super Bowl contender. It's not the Broncos. And, of course, that one we already know. We cannot forget about our usual segments during the football season, Compas Power Rankings, and our picks of the week where we pick 5 or 6 or 7, whatever Vic is feeling that day. Best matchups of week 7. Vic will join us momentarily. Dan and Dago will join us in a little while. Gilbert, are you staying dry? I don't even have to ask that question. You look spick and span, but are you staying dry, Gilbert? Is it raining where you are?
I did just walk out for the first time today to throw out the trash, so I know you're taking a shot at me because I work from home. But I threw out the trash and I was like, oh crap, it must have been raining the whole night here, and had to walk around some puddles, but you know what? I survived. I managed. A little bit of the sprinkles came down, but I had like a box in my other hand. I put the box over, so it was a little difficult. But I'm glad you asked, Fernando. Thank you for caring.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean,
I'll say this though, it was nice to open the window and hear the rain as I was typing away. Who did I crap on? Oh yeah, crapping on the Steelers for my story tomorrow. So yeah, that was perfect.
Oh well, I mean that's you're crapping on the Steelers.
Yeah, crapped on the Steelers, and then this one's gonna get a little debate. Maybe we could talk about it on the show, but people, I'm gonna offend people now. People don't know how to read, but I wrote Drake May is the best quarterback from the 2024 draft class this season. Okay? And I know people are going to be like, Jayden Daniels, everybody. And it's like, I'm not crapping on Jayden Daniels, but I think this season Drake May is the best quarterback from that draft class. But I can't wait for people to take that tweet or take the title and run with it and say that Drake May is a better quarterback than Jayden Daniels, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying for this season, which is hard to define that for whatever reason. But that was what I was writing about today.
I think Drake May is a very good quarterback, to be honest.
Yeah. Would you take him over Jayden Daniels? I wouldn't.
I would not, but I still think he's a very I think he's really improved his game. I mean, we have to be honest. Like, I know Josh McDaniels gets a bad rap for the head coaching tenure that he had in Denver, in other places, and in the Raiders. Yeah. But what he can do with a quarterback is so impressive. I mean, what?
You're talking about Josh McDaniels' coaching stints.
Okay, well, that was the shortest stint probably in NFL history. But I've been very impressed with what he's done with him. You can tell that Drake looks a lot more comfortable. They have players that, I mean, I'm sure you can't. Oh, by the way, Dan was pissed when they cut to a game break of the Patriots. What is one of their receivers' names? It's
Kayshon Boutte.
Booty, yeah. He's like, that highlight wasn't Booty. And then my brother goes, oh, for the love of God. So, yeah. But Booty, could you, man, look, and Gilbert, look at what they did last year. I mean, they kind of got screwed up. Matthew, happy birthday, my guy.
Happy birthday, Matthew.
Happy birthday. Thank you for spending your birthday with us watching the show.
7.
Can you imagine, like, last year their draft picks have been pretty bad the last couple of years, and they get in there, they bring in Stephon Diggs, that after we saw that boat and some of the substances that were on that boat, and then he gets Cardi B pregnant. You're kind of like, is this guy really focused? And you've noticed he's played very well. He played really well against his former team. Who would have thought that at this point, 6 games into the season, they'd be in first place? But you got Booty, you have Douglas, you have Diggs, even Matt Collins is throwing in a couple here and there, and then you have Hunter Henry who
Yep.
has played better. The running back situation, obviously, they need to improve, but I mean, it is what it is. Even on Sunday, I'm going to give a little credit. I don't think Brandon Staley's defense has been as bad as what I saw when he was in LA. I think they've actually been pretty formidable. They've competed with some teams. They've been in there. I think they have a lot of good playmakers over in New Orleans on both sides of the football. I know Tyrann Mathieu retired, and we all kind of joked and said, "Well, I joked."
Yeah,
And he saw that dude. He had one meeting with that guy, and he's like, "All right, I think I'm out." But again, I'm just really impressed with the way that Drake May has looked very poised. He's looked very good so far. They're 4-2. They went into Buffalo, which was going to be a hostile environment, Sunday Night Football, and he was able to kind of kill the noise a little bit. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if in 3 weeks they don't make a play for a big time receiver. If AJ Brown wants out, I can tell you right now, the Patriots are going to be one of those teams. Why? Because Mike Vrabel is there. Mike Vrabel never wanted AJ Brown to leave. So what is he going to do? He'll bring in his receiver and be like, Drake, guess what? I got you a Bugatti. No, a car? No. I got you something better than a car. I got you AJ Brown, and AJ Brown,
Stephon Diggs, Stephon Diggs on the same locker room. What could happen?
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, exactly. But again, I'm very impressed with that team. I'm very impressed with the job that Mike Vrabel has done. That's why, I mean, he was the number 2 choice. If Jim Harbaugh wasn't going to come, that was the Chargers' second choice when it came to head coach. Why? Because they wanted somebody that'll punch you in the mouth. Like Dan Dago said when they were at the hiring process, he's like, I just want somebody that's going to go over to the opposing coach and punch him in the mouth. That's somebody that Mike Vrabel is, obviously. And he's a jokester, too. I remember McAfee had him on the show, and then he's like, hey, when Rap Sheet shows up for training camp, this was 2 years ago with the Titans, he's like, play a joke on him and start being like, hey, you stupid, whatever, like he get in his face about it.
Yeah.
And I guess Vrabel actually ended up doing it. And Rap Sheet's like, dude, I thought that's it. He's going to squish me. I'm 5'6". I'm about to be 4'6". He's going to shrink me down a size. But Vrabel, we know how he is. He's a little bit like that Jim Harbaugh, where former player, his shtick, if you're not winning, kind of runs out at one point. If you're not winning, but they won in Tennessee. They upset Baltimore one time when Baltimore was, I think, a number 1 or number 2 seed. They went in there and they beat them down with Derrick Henry. So they beat they were the last team that beat the Patriots before Tom Brady left to Tampa Bay. So yeah, I think Mike Vrabel gets the best out of his teams, and I wouldn't be surprised if this team makes the playoffs, like Dan said earlier in the year. Because I really think that they're very good. Sean McDermott is the NFL version of James Franklin. That's actually pretty funny. But I definitely but my bad. I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but I do agree. I do think that Drake May is probably going to end up being the second best quarterback out of this draft class. You have a smirky little smile. I don't know what.
Yeah, because I know Dan's gonna try to brag about the Patriots, but I just want to say that I also picked the Patriots. So when he's ranting about it, I picked the Patriots to make the playoffs too.
Did you really?
I did. They were my last seed, 7th seed in the AFC. Because again, I think I told you guys I'm not really sure who to pick here for the 7th seed. There's a lot of crappy teams, but I'm gonna bet on Mike Vrabel. And it looked ugly after the week 1 against the Raiders, but then they figure it out. They should have won that Steelers game. Again, I don't think the Steelers are that good. But getting back to the point. It's just been great to watch Drake May improve from his rookie year, where he had a really, really crappy situation, where he learned. Again, it's a little similar to Jackson Dart with Drake May. Remember last year, like, Gerard Mel was saying, we don't want to throw him into the fire. Everybody, with the Patriots fan base is saying, just throw him in there. And I'm like, yeah, throw him in there. Let's see what this kid had. He was a number three pick in the draft. He flashed. People weren't really watching him because the team was really bad. But then with Mike Vrabel coming in, and also, it's a very good sign that nobody's talking about Will Campbell, the left tackle, because he's doing a great job too. So they invested in the O-line. They invested defensively. They helped out with Drake May. So what I wanted to say is, like, he's the best quarterback this season from that draft class. I'm not saying he's going to be the best quarterback overall, but Jayden Daniels, like, reminds me of like Lamar Jackson, MVP candidate. Drake May actually reminds me more of Justin Herbert. I know Drake May gets a lot of comparisons to Josh Allen. I think he's more Justin Herbert, where you operate from the pocket and just pick apart teams. Drake May is that good. He's the best passer from that draft class. And, I think what Caleb Williams wants to do is be Josh Allen eventually, or be Patrick Mahomes, where you do a little more. You're a little more, not as mobile as Josh Allen. So maybe Patrick Mahomes is a good comparison, but that's also putting the bar really high. He wants to do too much. And I don't know, it's not the time to do that right now. But I just want to rank them real quick. Number 1 this season is definitely Drake May. Number 2, Jayden Daniels. Number 3, Caleb Williams. And then you kind of got that cluster of, Michael Penix Jr. and Bo Nix. And JJ McCarthy is just not ready. He's like, is he going to play again this year? Who the hell knows? And I can't wait to Victor clips this and I say Drake May is the best quarterback this season from the 2024 draft class. You know who's going to come attack me? It's not going to be Jayden Daniels fans or Commandos fans. It's going to be the Broncos fans and Bo Nix. Like, let's be real. Like, put this in the video. Bo Nix, you're not in the class of those 3 guys, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jayden Daniels. You're like I'm not even sure if you're like Michael Penix territory. But I just want to say, I know people are going to attack me, and it's going to be the Broncos fan base. I just know it.
I would think it's Drake May, Jayden Daniels, space, Caleb Williams, space. You can put the other guys whatever way you want. Caleb, I still am not convinced by him at all. Like that, I'm just beside myself. He starts off when they have the first 15. Hey, Asante, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Hello.
Asante says first time here, fins up. There you go.
Okay. Dolphins fan.
Hey, Dolphins fan. Appreciate you jumping in. We have a little bit of everything here, so definitely appreciate. Chat, why don't you say hi to Asante?
Hey, I wonder if Asante watched the What's Up Bolts post-game show and said, you know what? I like what these guys are doing, and decided to stick around for Compas on the Beat. I like it.
Dan just shitted on the Chargers the whole time. And he gave them a little, obviously he gave Herbert and Ladd credit, but everybody else he was crapping on.
It was by 2 points, Pepe Le Pew.
I just, again, like Caleb, the first 15 minutes of the game, or the first 15 plays of that game, of every game, he's looked great. It's once they get away from that and crap hits the fan that he kind of scrambles around, and I just don't know. I'm still not completely sold on Caleb.
Are we talking Monday night? Because I'm ready to talk about Caleb Williams too.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's go real quick before we do that. Vic, I actually learned how to do it. Hold on. This was me today, Gilbert. Watch this.
Lo que quieres decir es que va a llover. Pobre del señor Barriga, ¿eh? Porque le cae más agua que a los demás. A tu papá no le cae nada de agua.
That's what you think of for Caleb Williams?
No, that was me. Didn't you hear? He's like, because Señor Barriga is like a big dude. He's like, pobre Señor Barriga, le va a caer más agua a él que a los demás. Like, because he's so big, he's going to get more water splashed on him. So that was definitely me today. I was like, oh.
I thought you were trying to tie that to the rain falling yesterday on Jayden Daniels' fumble.
No. What I was going to try and get, está lloviendo? And then be like, no, man, so está llorando Dios. But I couldn't find the damn clip so I could throw it at you to make it seem like it was you today when you saw it was raining. Yeah, let's get into that. Obviously, like I said, Bears end up winning on a Jake Moody of all people. A Jake Moody, what was it? A 38-yard field goal in the pouring rain. He had already had one blocked earlier, but I think he hit 1, 2, 3, 4. He was 4 for 5. And again, he had just been cut by the 49ers a couple of weeks ago. But Caleb Williams, 17 of 29, 252, 1 touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 14 carries, 108. DeAndre Swift, the leading receiver, 2 catches, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. On the other side, Jayden Daniels, 19 of 26, 211, 3 touchdowns. 1 pick. Zach Ertz, 6 catches, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. Gilbert, your thoughts on the Monday night, the second Monday night game, not the first one.
Yeah, the second one, which I think that one is more interesting to me. And I wanted to give the Bears a little credit, but I'm also a little annoyed with them right now. Like I saw that Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams, were upset with the way Troy Aikman, criticized Caleb Williams, and I'm like, did you guys really watch that game and think that Troy Aikman was out of line? Like that's the one thing I like about Troy Aikman. He keeps it honest. He doesn't care about making friends, and a
Yeah.
lot of these analysts don't want to hurt feelings or hurt coaches' feelings or hurt teams' feelings. And Tom Brady's still in that level where like I don't want to say too much. I have friends in the league. Like get over that crap. And I think Troy Aikman does a great job, and he was spot on. Like the way, like I thought the night before Chris Collinsworth was crapping on Jared Goff a little too much. I thought, and maybe you agree with that one, Fernando. But what he said with Caleb was fair. It's obvious this guy is like a wrecking ball, like and not in a good way. He's just reckless with the ball. There was a play before halftime where they had like 30 seconds, and he didn't know what the hell to do with the ball. He starts trying to like make a play, and then he's like, you know what? I'll just go out of bounds, but doesn't really go out of bounds, and then gets a hit. Like he gets hit twice, and then like decide what you want to do. It's like you could see the countdown on his head, like he's just thinking hard out there. And then he has like fastballs that are too late. His best throw of the night, I think it was to Dunzier, which I forgot that he was playing. Like they should use him more, by the way. And Troy Aikman was spot on. He's like, he was a little late with the ball. He was a little flat-footed, but he has the arm strength to make it work, and he did it. But like, why does it have to be so difficult for Caleb Williams? He has the skill set. Like, if we're gonna be here calling Drake May the best pocket passer, or me at least, we're gonna be here calling Jayden Daniels the most athletic dual threat quarterback from that class. Like, I think Caleb Williams' thing is like he has the most versatile skill set. He could do a little bit of everything. I think he could eventually be elite when it comes to throwing the football. I don't know if he could be Drake May level, but he has that potential. But he just does too much, and like you got to hone in on something to be a specialist. Drake May's perfecting the craft of the pocket passer. Jayden Daniels is like, maybe he's not a great passer like the other guys, but when he sees the first, second read, it's not there. You know what he does? Boom, I'm gonna go run. And maybe that's not fair to say for Caleb Williams. Like he doesn't have the same gifts, but like be faster, do something with the football. And you like, I told you this like a couple weeks ago, Fernando. The second that we stopped analyzing Caleb Williams as a quarterback is when we just became accustomed to him being a good quarterback. It's just we keep watching him the same way I watched Bo Nix, the way I watched Michael Penix Jr. I don't watch Drake May and Jayden Daniels in that way by nitpicking what he does in the pocket or what he does as a quarterback. Like those are going to be good quarterbacks. It wasn't the best day for Jayden Daniels, but he just composed, and that poise really rubs off on his teammates. But with Caleb, he has a long way to go, Fernando. But I do want to make some fair points and be positive for the Bears. It's like, and I like what Caleb Williams said in the postgame show. He's like, yeah, we've been 0-2. We've been having some gut punches. We've been pretty bad sometimes, but we're gonna fight. And you know what? They usually do fight. They're usually in one-score games. They don't fold easily. It looks ugly. It looks chaotic. And I'll say this: they caught a break when the rain fell down in Washington or Virginia, wherever the hell they play, because Jayden Daniels does not make mistakes like that. That's his trait. He's very detailed. He has the great handoff. He doesn't make mistakes. He barely turns the ball over. But that was a slippery ball. They caught a break there, and the Bears are just always in chaotic games. And I think to me, it just even the playing field. Like, okay, here, Mother Nature, can you do it solid here for the Bears? And I think they made the most of it. It's a confidence booster. You're seeing that you could win one-score games. Even that Raider game was horrendous, and I think it was the same score, 25-24. I forget. It's just nothing looks easy, but when the more you get used to winning one-score games, the more you get used to winning these tight games, maybe that they'll teach you how to play situational football. Again, I'm all over the place. I just want to give them some kind of credit. They're finishing fights here. But Caleb Williams, man, he is far from a finished product. But I can't give up on the guy. I see a lot of flashes. I see a lot of potential. Like you said, he's a distant third when it comes to Jayden Daniels and Drake May, but he's still above Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, and J.J. McCarthy.
I would agree with that. I just the floating, like he's still making mistakes he made last year. And you could just tell that Ben Johnson like gets frustrated by it because, I mean, I would too. I feel like I wonder if Ben Johnson was telling the truth. Like, if you give him truth serum, would he say, "I'm still seeing the same mistakes I saw in training camp by him"? And I mean, I'm sure he'll take it. He'll take it, but I mean, they're winning games. I mean, what are they, 4-2 now? No, they're 3-2.
3-2.
3-2. Oh well, that's not bad.
Had a bye week.
Right. Yeah, well, I'm sure he probably didn't want that bye week that early. They're coming off the bye week, I think. But let's see. They started off. They lost to they started off 0-2. They've won the last 3. They beat the Cowboys. They won at Raiders, but that was off of the field goal late in the game, and then the blocked field goal on the Raiders, and then another field goal to win the game here. So
lucky twice.
They're winning off of the skin of their chinny chin chin. Oh, Danny Marcano and Brandon Staley will be reunited next Sunday when the Saints travel to the Bears. So that'll be interesting to see that. I'm telling you, like, he's talented, he's good, but I just don't see the maturation. Like, I don't know if you see him, but when he's on the sideline, he's just kind of like you see him throwing fits, and you're kind of like, dude, I still see that face when he lost to, I can't remember who, and he goes and cries to his mom, and then after the game, he's like, I wish I could just go home, curl up with my dog, and watch Netflix. It's kind of like, dude, like, that's not who the quarterback, like, same shit I'm giving Tua for coming out and saying, oh, well, players are not going to players-only meetings, and all that. You have to give them crap for that too, just because they're two situations that are different. But when you're the quarterback, I mean, I know the league has changed a lot, but there's one thing that that hasn't changed, and that is the quarterback position is still the leader of the team, no matter how you paint it, no matter if you're Justin Herbert, no matter if you're Patrick Mahomes, no matter what, the leader is. And I know people think that Justin Herbert has this or that. People have tried to diagnose him with all kinds of crap. I've never seen it. I think from what I hear from his teammates and from everybody, they all know that he's a leader. No matter if you've never once heard of a teammate leaving and them kind of crapping on him at all. Like, I've never seen that. So it's because people respect him as a leader. Same thing that you see with Mahomes. Nobody's ever left and crapped on him. Nobody ever left Tom or Peyton and crapped on them. So obviously I'm not comparing the two with the other two, but that's my only criticism of it. I mean, the floating balls and all that stuff, like, it is what it is. I mean, that's just kind of his game, but they do need to find something to where he needs, in like, after those 15 plays that are scheduled to go are done, he needs to be able to focus and do stuff. I mean, there's times where he has zero pressure and he's scrambling, rolling to his right or rolling to his left, and then he's trying to make those impossible throws. Like, watch, soon we're going to see him throw left-handed and it's going to be a pick. Like, he just, remember, they've always compared him to Patrick Mahomes, and he's just not like that. So,
you know what's funny though, Fernando? Like, for all the recklessness, he doesn't really turn over the ball. At least not with the
no, he doesn't. He doesn't. I agree with that.
He just hinders his team by taking too long to do something.
Well, but I mean, the thing is too, he kind of is in that Aaron Rodgers mode where he'd rather take a sack than take a
I think that's the best comparison for what he wants to be. I think he wants to do Aaron Rodgers stuff.
Yeah, like Aaron Rodgers and him, like Aaron Rodgers would do the same thing. I remember that year that he only had like 2 picks, and it was because he was just throwing balls away or taking the sack because he did not want to throw a pick. And I mean, I get it, but I definitely think that the kid is really talented. I really do. I just think that he just needs to kind of figure out his game and put it all together. I just wonder how he's going to do it. But Jayden Daniels, I was really surprised they lost that game. Jayden looked locked in. He looked like he was playing really well. I mean, obviously, I saw him play 2 weeks ago against the Chargers, and he really picked their defense apart. He was moving in the pocket. Cliff Kingsbury called a great game. Last year, obviously, there's a little bit of struggle just because of the rain and everything. And then their running back, he did not look as good as when he did with the Chargers. Obviously, again, it's raining, but there was a lot of emphasis on him. Like, they kept talking about him on the national, like Troy Aikman and Joe Buck kept on talking about him, and it just didn't materialize. By the way, I do love that Troy Aikman is kind of that old guy who just shits on whatever quarterback he's watching play. because he was crapping on Caleb. Then he crapped a little bit on Jayden. Then he turned around and all that. But yeah, there was a lot of miscues yesterday. I was really surprised that Jayden gave that game away, just because usually we know late game situations, Jayden's going to take the game over and he's going to finish those games.
It's the rain, man. That's my own explanation. They caught a break.
Yeah, no, I think if that would have been anywhere else, he would have moved the ball up the field. They would have ended the game, and that would have been it. But again, there was also missed opportunities by them. There was a missed opportunity.
But it seemed like they had the game in control. It's like, you know what? It might be ugly, but we're going to get the ball here, or we're going to kill the clock, and it's going to be game over. And then, like, boom, slippery ball, and then
well, I mean, you're up 24-16, and right there
the game was over right there.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then Swift had that 55-yard catch and run from Caleb, and that kind of turned everything.
They missed the 2-pointer, and I still thought they had it in control.
Exactly.
But I'll say this about the Bears, though, friend.
Yeah.
I think maybe Caleb might benefit because they finally unlocked the running game. The running game was terrible for the first 5 weeks. They don't have the best running backs there. I think they have their own 7th-round rookie. I'm not gonna butcher his name. I think it's Kyle something M. He's starting to become a nice piece there. DeAndre Swift is decent. You don't have a star running back, but you got to have some kind of consistent running game to help out Caleb Williams. They finally got it yesterday.
Bandanga.
Yeah. It's Kyle, right? The first name?
Yeah. No, you did. All right.
Rutgers.
Before we bring on Vic, the producer, let us move on to Buffalo versus Atlanta. Gilbert, this one was really surprising. Not surprising was the running attack by Bijan Robinson. 19 carries, 170 yards, 1 touchdown. Algier also got into it. 10 carries, 32 yards, 1 touchdown. Michael Penix Jr., 10 of 32, 250, 1 touchdown. His 2 biggest receivers. Man, Kyle Pitts cannot catch a break. 3 catches, 18 yards. Bijan Robinson, 6 catches, 68 yards. Drake London, 10 catches, 158, 1 touchdown. On the opposite side, Josh Allen, 15 to 26, 180, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Josh Palmer, 2 catches for 60. That was the leading receiver. And Josh Palmer went out early in that game. He got his 2 catches, though. And James Cook, 17 carries, 87 yards. Gilbert, are you worried about the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, that's part of my takeaways, but just for the sake of time, you could skip me again until I remember something else, Victor.
Okay.
But I will use this time to crap on the Bills, and yeah, they don't look like a legit contender. Like, they're going to make the playoffs, and I will say this: I think I was wrong, because I thought, you know, they'll rack up a bunch of wins, maybe get the number 1 seed, and then lose in the playoffs. That's what I thought. They might not even do that. I don't think they're going to win a division. You know, I think the Patriots are playing better. They'll find their way into the playoffs, but like, when you really look at it, like, they're not the Chiefs. You can't just zombie walk. Like, what have you done to really earn a zombie walk? Like, you got to be on it. You got to be hungry. They're not showing the team that's like, you know what, we're on a mission, last dance, or whatever the hell you want to call it. We're gonna go and crush you, and we're gonna win this damn thing. Like the Ravens are down. Like, go and do something. Like, I just don't understand the Bills. And then you look at it, like, they're not really that talented. Josh Allen, you know, and I was thinking about Josh Allen is great. And for the next 10 years, whatever roster Josh Allen has, it could be the crappiest roster. We're always going to pencil them into the playoffs because he's that good. It kind of reminds me of those final 8 years of the Aaron Rodgers era in Green Bay. We're like, that's not a good defense. Or like, what do they really have? Like, Devontae Adams was young. You know, Randall Cobb is there for the 20th year in a row. It's like, what do they really have? But every year, national media, Packers, Super Bowl, Packers are going to win the division. It's like, what are we doing here? Just because it's Aaron Rodgers effect? And I think that's what's happening with Josh Allen, because like Khalil Shakur, Keon Coleman, Josh Palmer, James Cook is great, but he's not Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley. It's a good old line. Yeah, it's a snoozer roster. Defensively, they're horrendous. And Bijan and Drake London are great, but like, they don't really go off like that every week. That was like, well, Bijan,
not together.
Yeah, but yeah, not all together. Like Drake London, Michael Penix Jr. like carved them up. It's not a good roster, but they're going to be in the mix because of Josh Allen is that special. He could turn it on whenever he wants. But I'll say this, Fernando, it's been a long time since I've seen Josh Allen that frustrated. Like, he was looking like the lost quarterback from his early years when we thought he might never put it together, like year 1, year 2. And he just like looked pissed off. He looked pissed off like Caleb Williams does every time after every drive. And like, he wanted to break a tablet. Usually just composed, chill guy, intensity, you know, competitive. he looked like frustrated out there. And to me, there are some signs there. Like, I don't think they're going to be that good. Like, I just don't. I've never really taken them seriously because until you finally beat the Chiefs there, I'll take you seriously. And then the Chiefs are having one of their worst regular season starts ever, and they're going to probably, surpass them soon here. But to me, there's a bunch of red flags here with this team here.
No, I completely agree with you. I was very surprised. Like, I thought, when they got out to that big Buffalo was up, sorry, not Buffalo. They were 21-7 going into halftime. I thought, they're going to come back and beat them. Like, come on. Like,
it was almost 28-7 too, because Drake London stepped out very 1 yard short before halftime.
Yeah. So, I was like, okay, they're going to come back and win. And when they couldn't, I was like, damn. And they had a lot of injuries on defense, but that's the same thing that we keep on saying. Like, it is really tough to win if you don't have I don't want to say a stacked team, but if you don't have a big team, and then they've been together for a while now, like they should be able to put this together. They haven't. They don't have did Keon Coleman even play? He had 3 catches for 11 yards. Like, all we were told was Keon Coleman's going to come in this year.
Angel, sorry, Fernando.
What?
The question here from Angel, I'd rather take the Chargers rest of the year over the Bills.
Oh, really?
Yes. Better roster.
Interesting. But yeah, and and it sucks because I had him as my damn Super Bowl Super Bowl winning team. So now I'm freaking screwed. But again, it is what it is. I thought they were gonna be better. But
this is true too, by the way. Go ahead.
Well, I wonder how impactful not having that is true. Kincaid did not win or did not play in the game. So Kincaid had been going off until Kincaid had been going off until that point. So yeah, I completely agree with you.
They also look crap against New Orleans. They lost to the Patriots. Yeah. It's not an excuse that I'm going to buy, at least.
No, I completely agree with you. I definitely agree with you. I'm just really surprised.
Almost lost to the Dolphins too, by the way.
Huh?
Almost lost to the Dolphins. It's been a bad month for them. You think about it.
Yeah, that is true. Wow. But I'm just wondering what they're going to do moving forward. Especially with some of the mistakes that they've been making and stuff, and how can you correct that stuff? I mean, what is their and before the season we all said, they have a really easy schedule. They go to the Panthers. They're on their bye week now.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
Then they go to the Panthers and the Chiefs go there. Yeah, Then they go to the Dolphins and the Buccaneers come to Buffalo. They go to the Texans. They go to the Steelers. They welcome the Bengals. They go to Patriots. They go to Browns. The Eagles come there, and then they finish with the Jets. Gilbert, they could lose like 4 or 5 more games.
Yeah, 4 or 5. But are the Patriots ready to win 12 games? That's a tough part.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah. That's why we all keep on saying that we believe that the Ravens can still come back. Like, I don't believe they're going to be. If they're going to be sellers, then they're going to sell Derrick Henry, and I don't think they're going to be sellers. So I feel like they think, okay, we're going to get Lamar back. We're going to fix everything. But you lost a lot of those games with Lamar at quarterback. So, like, you lost 2, but you also lost 2 before. You lost 3 before that with Lamar as your quarterback.
Where do they play, by the way, Ravens? They have one more before the bye, I think.
They play the Bears. The Bears. No, they're on their bye right now.
Oh, right now. Okay.
Yeah, then the Bears come there.
Oh, perfect timing. I thought they had to survive one more week. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
They go. Bears come there, then they go to the Dolphins, and then they go to the Vikings.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson has to come back after this bye, or it's over.
Then they go at Browns, then the Jets come there, and then the Bengals come there. Yeah, they could easily.
Got to be perfect.
Exactly. All right, perfect, like my brother. All right, let us get a certain individual in here. Let us get in Vic, the producer, and see how he is doing on this rainy. I'm sure he knew it was raining today. How are you doing, Vic?
Yeah, I knew it was raining. It was pouring over here in Northridge, so yeah.
It just started getting bad down here around 11. So, and right now it's been raining. Like, it's funny. My sister ended up getting her dogs washed today, And the lady's like,
no.
"Why'd you do it today? Like,
Wow.
it's raining." She's like, "Well, if I would have known it was raining, I wouldn't have done it today. Thank you for
Yeah.
telling me."
Yeah, like this is planned by her.
Yeah. So she
Yeah.
was not very happy about that. But all right. Vic,
Yes.
real quick, who do you have more confidence in moving forward? The Buffalo Bills or the Washington Commanders?
Oh, that's a good question. I had both of those teams winning their division. I had the Commanders winning the East,
Oh
which
shit.
I still like that
Yeah.
situation
Still
more than
possible.
I'd like the Eagles. And I know that loss is big, but it also kind of reminded me, and I don't know if you guys thought about this at all, but the Hail Mary thing, these two teams facing each other is always something happens at the end. Like last year was a Hail Mary, and then this year is the fumble there. And
Rain
Jayden
Mary.
Daniels had the ball both times. So it's just you just
Damn.
never know. But I'm gonna say the Bills just because of Josh Allen. And that division, as you said, I just, that's part of it too. That a lot of people always forget about this when you're going through the season is these teams that are having to go through first place schedules, they're facing good teams. They're taking everybody's best shot, and so it's only going to make them better going forward. Sean McDermott's going to be able to figure out, some other deficiencies going forward, and that's why you kind of want to see this now as opposed to later on in the season. Because if you're looking like this towards the end of the season, then I give them no shot. But yeah,
And
I would say,
that's what I've been telling Charger fans. Like, if you're gonna go through your struggle, go through it now.
yeah.
Go through it now when you're going to be playing teams like the Dolphins and you're going to be playing the Tennessee Titans in a couple of weeks against Mike McCoy. Let's go, guys. Let's go. He was the original Coach Clapp.
Yeah.
No, that's what they called Jason Garrett, but
That's what I thought about. I was like,
No.
wait, did I get the wrong white coaches?
no, Mike would do it all. Like,
Are they both gingers?
yeah, Mike. Well,
Yeah.
Mike, not Mike.
He's
Mike has aged 14 years
that's why.
off of those 4 years with the Chargers, but yeah, no, he is a ginger. You know, it's funny. At one point, Mike was getting paid.
I didn't even know that.
Mike was getting paid by the Chargers and the Cardinals.
Broncos?
So when he
Cardinals.
so he got hired off of the Broncos. He was a Chargers coach because he made the playoffs. They extended him one more year, so he was making money. So the year after he leaves the Chargers, he goes to the Cardinals. Cardinals give him a 3-year deal as their offensive coordinator. They fired him 5 or 6 months into his deal. So he was making bank off of all three or off of both teams. So like, I remember what's his name? He used to coach the LeBron, Mike Brown. Remember Mike Brown at one point was making money off of 3 different teams. So
Lakers, Kings,
and
Cavaliers. Yep.
But yeah, so obviously that's what I've been trying to tell people. Hey, if you're gonna struggle now. Struggle with the injuries now. Get healthy, then you can have a bounce back. Like, there's potential that Khalil Mack, Joe Alt, and some of these guys can be back either to this Sunday against the Colts or next Thursday against the Vikings. But obviously the game that you want to win is the Colts game because it's an AFC matchup and the Chargers still undefeated. They're 4-0 in the AFC in the conference. So only 3 teams in the AFC are undefeated. Are undefeated in the conference. It's the Steelers, the Chargers, and the Colts. So something's got to give.
Yeah. And I'm actually like, talking about that game between the Chargers and the Colts. I think for me, I want to see what the Colts could do now because I don't take much stock into the loss against the Rams. I think if they come in here and they beat the Chargers, it gives me more.
They'll be
like,
legit.
okay, yeah.
No, I see it as it's going to be Jonathan Taylor versus Justin Herbert, basically. Like, because the Chargers haven't been able to stop the run the last few weeks. So I think if Khalil Mack really does come back, then I think you're going to see a different style of Chargers defense because Khalil can set the edge. These guys that they have right now their edge setting has not been very good. Tier Tart, though, I think is one of the best run stopping defensive tackles. The thing is they're running away from him. So But I definitely think that if Justin can pick apart that secondary. Their secondary is not very good. They just allowed Jacoby
Gotta hold
Brissett
up.
320. Yeah, exactly. And not let your cornerback get blasted by a tight end during warmups. Like, did you see that or no?
Yeah,
Oh,
Shavarius
Ward, yeah, and then
Yeah.
Richardson too had something happen. What the
Yep.
hell's going on?
Oh, he had one of those bands, and I guess it snapped and smacked him in the eye or something.
I'm trying not to laugh, but like it's kind of fitting for him. He's always hurt, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this matchup is huge for both teams. So I definitely think no, Angel. I don't think. I think if Joe Alt was going to rush back, it would have been against the. It would have been he came back against the Dolphins or the Commanders. I think now he's at the place where he's okay, so he should be willing to. He should be ready to come back anytime now. But all right, Vic. I know you wanted to get into something before Dan comes on. Why don't you get us?
Yeah, we're gonna get into a little appetizer here. We're gonna start a new segment here called Vic the Producer's Top 10 List. And so you guys had a great conversation just before I hopped on. You guys talked about a couple of Super Bowl contenders, and now we're 1/3 of the way through the season. And so I wanna get a top 10 list, and I want you guys to help me out with this. So I'm gonna start off with you since we started with the Bills. Are the Bills a top 10 Super Bowl contender? Fernando, tell me why and why not, or why not?
Yes, I do. You have Josh Allen, you have some guys that are going to come back. I definitely think that they're going to get Dalton Kincaid back. They're going to get some of these guys back. I think they're going to play better. The only thing is their defense. Obviously, they're going to need to make a trade. I think that Sean McDermott needs to go basically all in this trade deadline. If not, it could cost him his job. I mean, at what point are the Bills going to be like, all right, we're tired of so much crap of we keep on getting there, and we keep on missing it. So I think he needs to make a trade or two defensively. If I'm them, L'Jarius Sneed, hey, why don't you come up to Buffalo? I know all we have are chicken wings, but we also have Josh Allen, so why wouldn't you come over here? And then obviously they need to trade for another edge rusher. I truly believe they do. And Matt Milano needs to stay healthy. Matt Milano and Ed Oliver need to stay healthy. When they miss games, that's when they look even more sluggish. When they're both together in there, that defense looks a lot more dominant. So, but I definitely think edge rusher and cornerback are going to be two of the trades that they make. So I will say yes.
All right, we're moving on, Gilbert. I'm going to give you the Chiefs, so this should be easy for you.
Oh,
next.
Yeah, I would have crapped on the Bills here, but yeah, give me the Chiefs for sure. They're 3-3. Rashee Rice is coming back. I'll just say that Rashee Rice and Patrick Mahomes. So they're good.
All right, Fernando. Up next, and if you want to save this and leave this for Gilbert, it's okay. The Lions.
Gilbert, go ahead.
I would have gave you the Bills because I would have been like, I don't like that you have 10, Vic. I only think like 5 realistically.
This is why we're doing this, because we'll get to the crappy ones.
Yeah, yes. The Lions are still my best team. I think people overreacted off of one loss, and I still think if Amon-Ra St. Brown catches that ball, they win that game by 10 points. I wasn't impressed by the Chiefs, and they're always gonna be in the mix. But I still think the Lions, when they have that gear and Jared Goff is playing play action, like Chris Collinsworth said, with his running backs, they're the best team. So to me, you have too many weapons offensively. They're not as I guess what's the word, that they don't play as well defensively collectively. There you go. But they still got a lot of good players. Like Brian Branch did a dumb thing, but he's still very talented. Aiden Hutchinson had a so-so game against KC, but he's still very talented. They have enough playmakers for me to trust in that defense. That's my concern. But they have enough playmakers offensively, and maybe you may make a trade too at the deadline.
Somebody put on Twitter, Juju got a boo-boo.
I've been watching Love Is Blind, by the way.
I haven't.
Okay. Well, the new season, there's a guy that reminds me of Juju Smith-Schuster a lot. So, yeah.
Must be a dork.
Yeah.
All right. This is where it's gonna start getting interesting. I'm gonna give you the Packers here, Fernando.
Like, do I think they're gonna be, or
are they a Super Bowl contender for you
right now?
Right now,
no.
Okay.
There's too many flaws in their game. Yeah. They're very flawed on defense. I think if that pass rush isn't getting there, they're too flawed. I think you can pick them apart. I still don't love Jordan Love 1000%. I think they struggle. I think they're the kind of team that the Chargers used. Well, they still are, but now they kind of pull games out. But I'm saying like they're a team that plays to their opponent. If they're playing a shit opponent, they're gonna play like shit. If they play a good opponent, they're gonna play up to the opponent. But I'm not a big Packers guy yet. I still need to see a little bit more from them. But as of right now, I would say no.
All right, Gilbert.
Where would you have gone with that one?
I would have said no. I'm with you. I agree there. I would have said no.
Okay.
I'm just too stuck on the 10 teams, but I see what you're doing here, Vic. So I will be honest with everything.
There's a method.
Commanders.
No, they're not ready. They look a little worse than last year. But maybe I hesitate, Vic, because I think when Scary Terry comes back, maybe everything will be fine. But I think they're a little like they're actually a little overlooked, a little too much. They're gonna like they'll make the playoffs, they'll be fine. But I just don't see. Yeah, I just don't see them going into the NFC title game again. There's just too many good teams in the NFC that I'd rather have. So I'm gonna say no for that sake.
All right. Well, let me bring in Fernando here. Fernando, I'm gonna give you a layup here. The Bucks.
Oh yeah. They don't even. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't go into Detroit, even with all the beat up notion that they have, and Baker Mayfield lights them up, even without his top 4 receivers. Just because Baker's a baller, he feeds off of the emotions. I think Todd Bowles has been calling really good games lately, even though they don't have. I know they're kicking themselves in the ass for not being able to, for not beating the Eagles. I'm sure now they're looking at it and they're like, we should have beaten the Eagles down. So I definitely think that Baker's found his stride. I think they are once they get really healthy, I think that team is going to be wrecked. Like they're going to be wrecking everybody just because of. I think they have 4 really good. I think they have 4 receivers that would be starting almost on every other team because of how good they are. And I think their running backs, they have 2 solid running backs, and I think they've even added a third now. So the Bucks, I think the offensive line needs a little bit of help, but watch, they're going to make a trade before the trade deadline too, just to shore up their pass rush, like Gilbert said yesterday. That's the only thing that's lacking a little bit, but I think they're a great team.
All right, Gilbert, I'm going to give you the Eagles here.
Bucks and Chiefs two again. I think they would thrash them. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I know a lot of people want to make a big deal about the drama in Philly. 2-game losing streak here. They did not look good against the Giants, but I'm not ready to panic. When they just have like the running game going, the short yardage situation with the touch push. Like I've seen a lot of teams just like not handle it well. So to me, when you have a weapon that people can't stop, I'm gonna just bet on that side. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles saying yes, they look not as good defensively. There's AJ Brown drama. Like I said this a couple of weeks ago, I think if they trade AJ Brown, I still wouldn't lose faith in them. I think he's kind of a headache. And if you're able to maybe get a lesser wide receiver, but also productive, and you get a draft pick for the future
too.
Somebody like that, yeah.
You
like
trade AJ Brown to the Patriots, and then you turn around and get Chris Olave.
There you go, and then you get like a 3rd round or 4th round pick for your trouble. Like that'd be a perfect trade there. I just think it's not built on the passing game; it's built on Saquon, and that's the thing we're not talking about enough. That's my point right here. Actually, they got to save Saquon. You can't have 2,000 yards again back-to-back season at this point in his career. Save him for the stretch run, and I think when he gets clicking at the end. Kevin Patullo also trying to figure out what's going to be his strength as a play caller. Like you have that in your back pocket. Lean on Saquon when Thanksgiving rolls around, and then lean on the tush push. You'll be fine.
Look, real quick, Vic, I'm just going to add something real quick.
No, go ahead.
The Eagles miss Mekhi Becton. Mekhi Becton was an anchor when it came to running the football, and they would run his side. If you guys go back to that Broncos game when the Chargers played, they put Mekhi and Joe Alt on the same side at times, and they opened holes for Omari and Hampton like that. Like they would put Trey Pipkin. They would move Trey Pipkin to the right, and right in between Trey and Mekhi, they would put Joe Alt in there, and they kept on moving the line a lot, and they kept on moving that team, and they miss Mekhi right now, especially with some of the struggles that they're having on their offensive line. So they need to get Saquon going. Okay, it's been cute the last few weeks. Now you really need to get him going, especially this weekend against the Vikings, because that's going to be a very tough matchup.
No, I agree with you guys. I think I still think the Eagles are gonna make the playoffs. You know, I just think they're just going through it right now. All right, I'm gonna give you a team here, and I kind of want both. I don't know. You know what? Broncos here.
Super Bowl contender? No,
Okay.
no. There's not much. Their defense is very good, but they have lapses. That's their problem. Their defense has lapses where they don't play particularly strong. Like Benito, is it Benito? Benito's
Yep.
Benito's he's one of the best edge rushers in the league. But there are times where they get a little complacent, like they let teams kind of stay in there. Like the Colts, they let the Colts kind of climb back into that game. On the other side, I'm not a Bo Nix guy. I think they should be running J.K. Dobbins a little bit more than what they have been. But again, I'm just not a Bo Nix guy. Like I was arguing with somebody today, they were like, "Oh well, they got it done against the Jets." I'm like, "It's the Jets.
Yep.
They should have blown them out. Like that
They
game
almost
should
lost
not have
that
been
game.
close. Yeah, they almost lost that game. So no, I'm just not a big. I know Sean Payton's a great coach and everything. I still have my questions about Sean Payton. But no, they are not a contender to me.
All right, Gilbert. We're gonna start off here with the LA teams, and I'm gonna start off with the Chargers. I actually want to get both of your
Wait, Broncos.
perspective.
Yes or no?
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I knew
easy.
that. Go ahead. We'll start out with We'll start off here with the Chargers.
Yes, I think they're just kind of going through this injury wave, and they're a little down. But I'm gonna just believe Fernando that Joe Alt's gonna come back soon. I think when he comes back, it's gonna solve a bunch of problems. I do worry that there's no Hampton for a while, but we saw Kamani Vidal do something. Maybe they'll trade for a running back. But now you're seeing McConkey also get going. I know Keenan Allen's been maybe fading a little bit, but when Johnson comes back too, like there's a lot of injuries, and I think they'll be fine. When Khalil Mack comes back, like I saw this team for 3 weeks when they were healthy, they look pretty damn good. I know Dan's gonna call me the curse and the problem here for why they lost two games in a row, but when those guys come back, and nothing is season ending, also by the way, I don't. If hopefully Mekhi Becton stays healthy too, and people are not calling him out, I'll just say that. But if they're all healthy together, they're all healthy together. They
What a
look freaking
scumbag.
good. And I already said earlier I think it was Angel, I'd rather have this roster than the Bills roster. I get Josh Allen is great, but that's all they have. So to me, I'll say, yeah, I see it with them.
My brother's
Fernando?
nervous about you going there next Thursday, by the way. Currently, no.
Okay. That's fair.
I believe that Jim has failed Justin Herbert so far. I think that they're dead set on that damn center position of it being Bradley Bozeman, and I think that's hurting them. And I mean, Vic, you've seen Andre James before, and
Yes.
you've seen the good version and the bad version. I feel like in this offense, it'd be the good version of him because I feel like he fits the style of what they want to do. Again, I'm not a coach, but I've just seen Bradley Bozeman now last year for the 17 seasons, this year for the 17 games. This year, I've seen him for what are we at 6 games, and it just hasn't been good. There's times where he's on his ass and Herbert's getting bull rushed. They were sending pass rushers through the center position in this game just to get him on a mismatch with Bradley Bozeman. So as of right now, I can't. The defense is kind of leaky right now. They need Denzel Perryman back. They need what's his name? They need Khalil Mack back. Deshaun Hand is another guy that they're going to need back. As of right now, I can't say yes just because they have all these injuries, but I do agree. I think at one point they're going to get healthy, they're going to turn it back on, and they're going to click at the right time. Is that right time going to be after the bye week? Probably. But I definitely think that they're going to start getting healthy, and I think they're going to start getting good. But as of right now, I just don't see him as a Super Bowl contender because of all the injuries that they have.
That's fair. I mean, yeah. And we'll see. Like I said, they're struggling through it right now. We'll see what happens.
And it's the best time to do it. Struggle
Right.
now, like get hot in the back end of get hot in November. December is where it's all matters. Remember,
Yep.
the Dolphins beat up on the Denver Broncos a couple of years ago, and they completely fell off. And then turned it on. Denver, and they almost made it a thing. So, but yeah,
That's what the Steelers do too. They start off hot and then they fade in the second half. So
exactly.
I'm with you there. All right, we're gonna start here with you, Fernando.
Yeah.
With the Rams. Where are you at with the Rams?
I'm gonna say no. they're not that team that went on that. They don't have a. They have a Jalen Ramsey, I guess, and Jared Verse, but I don't like their secondary. I feel like you can throw against them. Their front their front 5 or 6, like because they have 2 guys on the bench that I feel, or 2 guys that they kind of rotate in that I think are very good too. Their offensive line is bad in my opinion. Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, they fumble the football, and they fumbled in key situations. Again, I don't watch the Rams as much as I do the Chargers, but I just feel like and then McVay sometimes gets in his own head and he costs them games. As of right now, I'm gonna have to say no.
Gilbert.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no too, and maybe this one's not, I guess, surprising, but I don't view the Rams, totally different than I do the Chargers. But I'll say this about the Chargers: like they have a wide open AFC. The NFC is not that open. It's actually pretty stacked, and I think somebody told me that the NFC when playing the AFC is 10 games over 500. Like they are dominating the AFC right now. The NFC to me, like it's like the Lions, the Bucks, and the Eagles. That's about it. I just don't really see the Rams are in that class with like the Packers and the Commanders. Like, I guess like maybe the Rams are better than those teams. Like they could be the 4th team, but even then, I just don't see them getting over that. It's a better conference. They don't have good cornerbacks. Imagine playing the Lions and the Bucks with that secondary. Good luck. We saw how this team, last year couldn't handle Saquon Barkley. I think that running game's going to get going for the Eagles. I'm not even sure if the Rams could match up well with the Packers, who've had their number over the years, and the Packers are not even that good to me. And like you mentioned, Fernando, not a good O-line. The running backs can't be trusted. You lean too heavily on Puka Nacua. We're going to see how they do with Devonta Adams being the number 1 this week. We'll find out more. But to me, I can't. Like I've been saying that all year. I don't even know if they're better than last year, but they're definitely not better than a divisional team. They don't have Super Bowl contender status to me, and I've been saying that for over a year now.
Well, Gumberto, it was a shit call. We made shit calls. I mean, we got to get better. We got to. Yeah, exactly. Is Puka flying back to LA? Are they taking him with them? Like, have they said anything yet?
I don't know.
No, as far as I know, they're in Baltimore for the week, and then they're flying out to London.
Friday,
I'm guessing Friday or Saturday, whenever it is.
That's a little rough.
So as of this top 10 from the teams I gave you, the top 10, the only ones that you guys are anonymous about, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the Lions, the Bucks, the Eagles, and the Chiefs. Is that correct?
Well, Fernando's not on the Lions.
I'm not on the Lions.
I'm good with the Bucks.
So not even the Lions.
Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just those.
Just 3. So according to
if we had to throw a team in there, I guess I'd throw in the Chargers, but again, those 3 are those are the only 3 I feel.
Now let me give you 2 more teams that didn't make the list, and tell me if I was right not to put them in the top 10 list here. The Seahawks or the Colts?
No, yeah, you're fine.
It makes you think though, but I'm surprised you didn't mention the Seahawks. I'm not high on the Seahawks. I am a little higher on the Colts now. Yeah. Like I would have taken the Colts over the Bills, but if we're talking top 10. I think
I want top 10 Super Bowl contenders.
I'm starting to trust Shane Steichen. I'm starting to trust that offense, not Daniel Jones necessarily. And I think you brought this up earlier, Fernando. Like it's the Jonathan Taylor factor. So if he's able to open up the passing game for Daniel Jones to feed like a Michael Pittman Jr., who didn't have a good game last week. I really like Tyler Warren, by the way. The defense is a little so-so, but I think I'm just gonna bank on the offense. So I could make a case for the Colts here. The Seahawks, I'm not your guy there. I still see some flaws there, but with me, I could take the Colts here.
If I had to choose between those 2, I would take the Colts, but I still think that the Colts defense is very leaky. So that's why I'd be a little bit hesitant. But if I had to choose one of those 2, I would choose the Colts.
I think if they beat the Chargers, if they beat the Chargers this weekend, I can put them into the top 10.
Yeah, they'll be on my radar. I'm surprised you guys are not hyping up the Seahawks. Every power ranking that I saw and every publication had the Seahawks top 5. I was like, what?
Oh no.
Yeah, no, these were the teams that I kind of saw like as the top 10 in terms of what everybody was talking about. And so I wanted to bring that to the table, and that's why I'm like, so before we get to Dan here, if we were adding the Colts from this top 10, who are we taking out? And that'll be our last thing.
What's the
So
list?
let me give you the list. Bills, Chiefs, Lions, Packers, Bucks, Rams, Eagles, Chargers, Commanders, Broncos.
Packers.
Okay. We'll do that.
I like the Broncos.
I talked about it. I have no issues. I saw Tom Brady's top 5 today. He had him number 3, and I'm just like,
He had who?
The Packers as his number top, as in his power ranking.
Everybody's going off of Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
They tied a game. They don't deserve to win.
I honestly could see the Giants being the Broncos, but
yeah.
All
right. Let us know now. Go with our week 6 takeaways, and let us bring in an individual who he's one of one, a guy that everybody gets excited for, a guy that lights up his room with his smile, a guy that Hilberto
He's in the dark right now.
An individual who is unique. That is Dan and Dago.
Look at this guy. I'm not even on the screen yet. He's already talking shit. I got my blue light. Hopefully the cleaning crew don't crash the show right now. I hear them kind of around. So, but yeah, I'm here. How are we doing?
So you're just in the dark in the darkness in a school? Like, is that
dude? Like, it's just so stupid. There's light switches that don't work. I don't know if they put it on automatic, or I don't know if it's.
Do you have to walk around for the sensor?
Dude, I felt like I was in Watergate right now because I was. Shout out, Jeff. I felt like I was like in Watergate right now because what's up, Pedro? Because I had my flashlight on and I was like moving around, making sure I don't eat shit. And I'm like, someone's looking in here like Forrest Gump and say, hey, there's light that's coming from this place and I can't sleep.
You're gonna hear, Mother, there's a guy over here. Shall we go say hi?
Mother. Have you seen the Ed Gein thing, speaking of which?
Yeah, I'm on episode 6. Yeah, episode 6 right now.
Oh, it's so good. Let me go talk to Mother. Let me go ask Mother.
You're not warm. You're too warm.
Oh, you guys didn't have to go that way.
That he was the inspiration for a bunch of those movies.
Chainsaw Massacre.
I'll mute him for a second. Yeah, they mentioned he's the inspiration for all that. So
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, you learn more and more in the movie or in the documentary.
Yes,
about
I told you the cleaning
crew
was in there.
Let's go real quick. Let's go real quick. Dan, let us know what your week 6 takeaway was.
My week 6 takeaway is a hashtag that my brother's been pushing in our group chats, so I'll bring it here. Hashtag Dan was right. The Patriots, I'm hoping, are back, and they are firing on all cylinders. So shout out. I'm excited with what I'm seeing. I hope New England can keep it up. At least hopefully this will be a little bit cleaner version of dominance without all the spy gating, the flat balls, and everything else. But we'll see. But I'm excited to see where they go from here. So
high five, Dan. I was also on the Patriots.
No. That's despite you. That's in spite of you.
Yeah, they're that good. They overcame.
Yeah, they're that good. They overcame. You screwed me with the Lions pick. You already saw that.
Okay. Yeah, but when they were rolling for 4 weeks, you didn't say anything. But okay.
No. Who, the Patriots? What are you talking about?
No, the Lions when they won for 4 games in a row.
Whatever.
Dude, Dan Campbell's probably not Dan Campbell. Mike Vrabel's probably kicking himself for that Raiders loss. Dan, Whiskey's down 3-1 against the Dodgers right now.
He's gonna piss himself. He's so angry. Brew Crew. No one cares about baseball.
All right, Vic. Let's go with you.
I changed mine. Listening to you guys talk about some of these teams like the Eagles, we talk about the Bills, you talk about the Ravens, and how like injuries just take over their team and they just struggle. And like I thought about this. I was telling Gilbert the other day, I was like, the Chiefs deserve a lot of credit for their staying power. I get it, the flags and all that, but at the same time, like for them not to get injured, like they must have like a really good facility there, whatever it is that they're doing, that they're keeping a lot of their players healthy. You don't see them having a bunch of injuries. The only time I remember Mahomes getting hurt was when he messed up his knee there, but he was right back. So
Black magic. That's what Dan says.
Yeah,
Of
whatever
course.
it is, whatever it
You
is.
saw the study I sent in the group chat. What are you talking
Right.
about? UTEP, shut out.
They
Yeah.
sacrifice babies.
Exactly. In tunnels
By the way,
in New
their
York
Whatever
City.
match. Yeah.
Their facility gets an F every year by the players.
It
So,
makes them
Yeah.
hungry. They keep
Yeah.
them hungry like
Yeah.
that.
What is Jimmy
Uh,
Johnson now or what?
oh yeah, I don't know what it is. Gilbert.
Yeah, well, I already said mine, so I don't want to waste time. But I'm with Vic. I'm
Good.
glad you guys are
You have
coming
like
around now with
15
the
more
Chiefs.
minutes
So I'll
of
just
me.
say that.
I'll go next. The Lions are frauds.
Oh, stop it. You know why that is.
No,
they were the
like
Paris of the Midwest.
Gilbert-
Gilberto's born in Pixum, and they're bankrupt. It's
Gilbert's
crazy.
right. Like
They're
Gilbert's
4-2.
right
Come on.
about Gilbert's right about how they cannot come back when they're down. Like they can't come back when they're down. They have to get a lead. If they don't have a lead, then they piss it away. Like I just don't believe that they are. They're good. Like I mean, I think they're good, but I just don't think that they know how to put it together. So I'm definitely a little bit out on the Lions. I don't
I think
think
they
they're
could
as good as
do
what
it, but I
everybody.
do want to see them do it, though, Fernando, to your point. Like, I want to see
yeah,
them fall
but they-
behind by 10
And
and then come back.
we're gonna see it this
Well, they
weekend.
have-
They're going up
Yeah.
against the Bucks.
They
Oh,
have
yeah.
they have an OC. They have a guy that a new OC. They have a new DC. I just don't think it's this year that they're going to be able to do it. So that's just my
All right.
my opinion. All right, let us go now to the Compas NFL Power Ranking. Gilbert, why don't you start us off?
Yeah. Again, I'm not going to waver. The way I look at these power rankings, I think big picture. I don't like to do the week-to-week crap. So Lions are still number one. Buccaneers have moved up. They definitely have my respect, my attention. Like Baker Mayfield, MVP. Also, quick thing. I think Baker Mayfield should, break the bank next year. Like, if you
Oh,
want to
1,000%.
Prescott, sure, go ahead. He might take a discount. I think he's seen what it is there.
He will.
But he's balling right now. They're winning because of him. He's making it work. 3, again, I'm not freaking out. Big picture, Eagles are still number 3. Top 3 are NFC teams. Victor, you've been on this from day one. The NFC is better than the AFC. I can't put an AFC team in top 3. I just vouch for the Colts, so give me number 4. You guys might be higher on the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs got lucky because I'm on Raw last week, but they're going to be around. Like, they're that zombie that doesn't want to die, so give me the Chiefs number 5.
Kill them straight to the head.
I already told you what team has the chance to kill him. I'll go Bucks 1, Chiefs 2, Colts 3, Steelers 4, Eagles 5. I can't put the Bills. I can't put the Lions
good doctor
up there. Yeah. Hey, did you hear Jalen Ramsey's quote, by the way? I actually liked it. He's like, I'm going to tell my kids that Myles Garrett and TJ Watt were on that field and I got more. I out-sacked them. I had more sacks than they did because he had.
That's pretty funny.
Story.
But I'm a little bit higher on the Steelers than most people because right now is their good time. I'm telling you, I got told today, I don't think the Chargers are going to be able to beat them in 3 weeks. I'm like, I don't know.
What do they
about
do
that.
well? Like, I'm just.
I know.
curious.
That's why I'm
They
saying,
do
like, I think
nothing
the
well.
Chargers are
They're
gonna beat
average
them.
in every aspect of football.
I completely agree. Vic, why don't you go?
Yeah, I have the Bucks. They're 5-1. They've been beating teams, and I like you said earlier, Fernando. I think they kind of got one. They let one get away there because they're special teams against the Eagles. They probably should have won. I have the Lions here. I still believe in them. I put the Colts in here. Like I said, I want to see what they look like against this Chargers team. And I keep giving you guys this stat, and I'm going to keep track on it the rest of the way. Teams after facing the Chargers are 1-4. We saw what happened with the Commanders the other day, yesterday, I should say. So that's something to kind of keep an eye on as well. So what happens to the Colts after they face the Chargers too? So how they look and then how they perform after facing the Chargers is going to tell me a lot about this Colts team. And then I just threw in the Steelers because I know that number 5 is going to change. So they're 4-1. That's the only reason I threw them in there.
My brother needs a Chargers victory on Sunday. All right, let us go with Dan's bottom 5. Dan.
The Chargers offensive line, they piss me off. I'm so tired of talking about them. The Chiefs, I hate them. The refs. Oh, yeah, with that stupid illegal shift, Jared Goff, dummy.
Dan, did you know that the Chiefs had 0 penalties on Sunday night?
Of course. But Gilberto says that's normal. That's nothing new. They play clean football. It's really good.
They're well coached, man. Come on,
Nothing
discipline.
going on here. No, I give Andy Reid credit. Don't act like I'm just a hater.
You like
I'm sure Jawan Taylor moved like 20 times, but we could ignore that.
He's a journalist.
I'm a journalist. Don't listen to Eric. I don't have Homer goggles, okay? I'm on Ross St. Brown. I'm sure you were a ghost in that game and you didn't do shit, so that doesn't make me
He
happy
dropped that
either.
fourth down, Dan, remember?
Oh, that's right. It went right through his hands when Goff was still awake in the game. Then he went to sleep thinking of the Mrs. Tatas over there and didn't focus on anything else.
What did you think of number 4, Dan? You didn't say anything.
Number 4?
Jared Goff.
Yeah, I did. I did say Jared Goff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
blew the
hear.
game.
All
He was too excited thinking about getting home.
Yeah.
right.
We don't blame him.
All right, let's the
blame him.
Compass Power Rankings. Number 1, the Bucks. Number 2, the Lions. Number 3, the Colts. Number 4, the Chiefs. Number 5, the Eagles.
Okay,
All right,
I'm okay
let
with
us
that.
go over now to the pick'ems. Let's go with the week 6 results.
We don't need to.
Nick went 4-2. Dan and I went 2-4. Gilberto went
Even though
one
you're trying to sabotage my picks.
1-5.
Shout out to the
What
Falcons for
happened,
coming through. The Falcons by
Gilberto?
1 win.
Let's see
What
the
a
overall
five.
standings. Let us go overall standings. Dan is 22-14.
Damn.
I am
Let's go, baby.
21-15.
Yes, back in the
And
cellar where you belong.
Vic is 16-20. Hilberto is 14.
Am I really 10 games under 500 compared to Dan or 10 games under? Jesus.
All right, let's do this week's Pick'ems challenge. Let us go first. Dolphins at Browns. Give me the
Oh,
Browns.
God.
Dan.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. You can go now. You said
All right, I
Fernando,
went
right?
Browns.
This is
Dan.
the battle of the shitheads, but I guess I'll go Browns.
Gilbert.
I think the Browns are trying to tank. Mike Tomlin's on my radar now here. I think the Dolphins have more fight, but then I'm worried about Victor's stat about playing the Chargers, but I'll still go Dolphins here.
Vic.
Give me the Browns. The Browns play better at home.
All right, next game. Let's go Eagles at Vikings. Oh shit, give me the Eagles. Gilbert.
Yeah, the Vikings don't have a quarterback. I don't care who it is. Give me the Eagles here.
Carson Wentz revenge game. Dan.
Eagles.
Vic.
Nice.
Vikings.
Give me the Vikings here. I'll be the lone wolf. By the way, the lone wolf last week went 3-0. So just FYI.
By the way, Vic didn't do it all. It was also
Yes.
me. I had one lone wolf.
Yep.
Well, let me go last one. Says I could be a lone wolf and see what you guys do.
Wow.
No, stay in the cellar.
Okay.
Oh God. All right. Let us go. Panthers at Jets. Holy shit.
Yep.
Give me
God.
give me the Jets.
Wow.
Gilbert.
Give me the Panthers.
Dan.
They're on the road. Fuck. Sorry, we Dan. I'm still with
Part
the
of me,
Panthers.
I'm scared of picking with Hilberto again, but I kind of trust Bryce Young more than the running back, so I'll take the Panthers.
Vic.
Yeah, I'll take the Jets here. The Panthers do not play well on
Yeah,
the
this
road. They
sucks
play
on the
well
road.
at home.
Damn it, I forgot, but whatever.
And yeah, guys, follow along, and if you guys have a vote of who's gonna win, then you guys go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Commanders at Cowboys. Give me the Commanders. Gilbert.
I want to be a lone wolf here. I hate
And
to
you
go
have
different.
both of these teams, by the way.
Oh yeah, damn it! I won't get I'll get one, but I won't get two. That was a rare opportunity to go 5-0 2 weeks ago, and I didn't get it. Damn it, freaking Chiefs.
No, Terry. I don't know if Terry's.
It was
back,
it was when the Jaguars beat the Chiefs. I was gonna go 5-0. Yeah, I know. I picked Commander somewhere in my at SI, but I'm gonna go Cowboys here.
Dan.
I'll go Commanders.
Vic.
You know what? Yeah, I'll go Commanders. You can be the lone
Yes.
wolf here.
There you go. That's what I wanted. I'm gonna see if this theory is correct.
What's gonna happen now, Dan?
0-5.
All right, let us go. Falcons at 49ers. Give me the Falcons. Dan.
I'll take Mac Jones. I'll take the Niners.
Vic.
I think Brock Purdy is back this week, right, Gilbert? Or
I think so. I don't know.
You know what? I'll go with the Falcons then, because I'm uncertain there. So I'll take the Falcons here. Maybe Dan can be the lone wolf here.
There
Gilbert.
you go.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons. They've been money lately.
There you go.
They gave me the Bills W there.
Dan, you're the lone wolf here.
Texans at Seahawks.
Texans at. Yep. Oh, my bad.
Oh,
Hold on.
let me go last here.
Go first.
He wants to go last. You want me to go first?
No. Yeah, Vic, go ahead.
The Seahawks suck at home. They're 4-7 under with McDonald, but they're like 10-1 on the road. So give me the Texans here.
I want it to be lone wolf, but
You know what? Oh, I can't. Texans.
what? I'm surprised.
Gilbert.
I'm over here. I think I'm gonna be a lone wolf here. Give me Houston. They're coming off a bye week. They're playing better offensively. Very good defense. And Victor's right. Seahawks can win at home.
Dan.
Yeah, I'll take the Texans.
What? Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I thought I was gonna get an upset here.
All right. Buccaneers
Okay.
at Lions. I already said I'm gonna do it. I ain't gonna go against them. Give me my Bucks. I already know what you two are gonna do, so you guys are both gonna go Lions. Vic.
I was
Yeah, I'm
gonna
going
go
Lions
Bucks.
too. So you'll be the lone wolf. All right. Is everybody going Lions here?
No, I was
I'm
gonna
going
go
Lions.
Bucks.
Oh, he's going.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay. All right. So
And
he
Gil,
is
you're
Dan
going.
will go-
Gilbert, you're going Lions.
Yeah, Lions.
Okay. Just making sure.
All right.
That way it's
So
easier.
there
we
you go. There you have it. There are our Week 7 NFL picks. All right. We appreciate everybody for jumping on the show, for checking it out. Thank you guys so much.
One more thing. I
Yeah.
just want to give a shout out to Dan.
Oh yeah.
He's back in the wins list.
Yeah.
I
Hell yeah,
forgot.
baby.
Let's do that real quick. Last week,
Keep losing.
what did Dan go? 5-0?
He
No,
went 4-1.
Hell yeah.
Dan went
Those
4-1.
The Bengals are gonna sink me, dude.
One. Oh no, the
We all
Eagles
have
were-
a
Oh, and
shitty
I have
team.
a stupid tie because of his stupid cheese eating team. God dang it.
No, your cheese eating team.
No, it's not mine. I picked it to spite.
Oh,
him.
you mean the cheese eating bastard? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dan's in first place in our Super Bowl in our teams matchup. I'm in second, Gilbert's in third, and Vic is in fourth. So but yeah, we'll see how
Oh, Vic is in fourth, damn it. Come
Yeah.
on, Vic.
Hey, I got
I'm
a
only a
Raiders
game behind
win
you.
here, so I was feeling good. I was like, hey, at least the Raiders gave me something.
There you
Yeah.
go.
that's true. All right. Appreciate everybody so much for checking out another episode of Compas on the Beat. We'll be back next Tuesday with this show. This week, Dan and I will be jumping on What's Up Bolts on Wednesday evening. What time? When are you guys going? Wednesday as well?
Also, probably 6.
All right.
What time are you guys going?
7.
Okay, yeah, probably an hour before you.
Oh, you
Because I
don't want to
need to
go 8 or 9 and go later?
No, I'm good.
Who, me?
No, I'm talking to you. 7.
What time do you get home from practice?
Oh
Yeah.
fuck, you're right. I forgot.
Okay, you just forgot your life. Forgot your profession.
Dude,
He's like shitting on me and
Think it's Friday.
I know.
Yeah, I know for real. All right. It's like when he shits on a certain individual for his movie, the times that he picks to go to the movies.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely appreciate everybody for jumping on with us. You guys are the best. We will be back tomorrow for What's Up Bolts and for House of Horns. So make sure you guys tune in. Don't forget Sunday. Oh, you guys, Gilbert's gonna have to get up early on Sunday for House of Horns because it's a London
I've only
game.
been watching the fourth quarter of all those games the past month.
I'll watch
He's gonna have
the.
to get up at 6 to watch
Those
the
are
whole thing.
rough.
All right. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in. Same thing as always for us. As soon as the game's over, I'll go down to the locker room. As soon as I'm done with the locker room, come up, we'll shoot the show, and then I head home. So again, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Gilbert, why don't you get us out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a good Sunday. Mother, is that you? Anyways,
Let me
let's get
ask
out of
Mother
here.
why-
What? Dan, you're in the dark
Let me
here.
ask Mother why John Cena became The Rock's bitch.
Okay. On that note, nos vamos, pues. Vámonos.
Goodbye.